Hi, I'm here in the beautiful Sierra Nevada mountains. Thankfully the sun is just coming up because it's 29 degrees here. It is December, and I'm not going to stay out here long. I wanted to see the sunrise, and we missed it on the mountains, I'm afraid. But I'm going to go back into my van here in a minute, and it's going to be cold in there too. So I'm going to show you how I stay warm in my van in temperatures like in the 40s and the 50s without having to turn heat on. So I'm going to go and get in there now because I am freezing. Bye. So how do I stay warm in my van when it's below freezing or in the 30s or something? Well, if it's in the morning, the most obvious thing to do is just to stay inside your sleeping bags. Yeah. Ah. But of course you can only do that for so long, and you have to get up and about, especially in the winter when you've already been in bed for 12 hours. So how do I stay warm inside my van when temperatures are in, say, the 40s, 50s, 60s even? Cold tends to settle, and of course the heat is up here, so the first things that get cold are my feet and my legs, and often I find that if I just put extra layering on those, then I'm comfortable. I can sit around and something like this. So what I use for my legs are, I use down pants, and there's alternatives to it. You could use synthetic or whatever. But just sitting around in a pair of down pants on your lower half is going to make such a world of difference in how warm you are. And I find I can sit around comfortably in the low 60s, in the 50s, in temperature-wise. I choose to go with down because it compacts really, really, really small into a little, goes into its tiny little stuff sack, and so I can use it other places too. I can take it in a backpack with me as emergency gear, or when I go backpacking I can use it as nighttime layering, you know, whatever. And so I prefer to go with down. And the other thing I do, and this is perhaps one of the things that makes the hugest difference, is putting on a pair of down booties. Mine are very old, excuse me. Mine are very old. So I'll have a thick pair of socks on, and then I'll have a little down sock inside my down booty, which my booties are a little bit oversized so that I can do this. And that's going to keep my feet toasty warm. And I like the kind that have the hard soles around outside and look at the, you know, watch the sunrise or whatever when it's bitterly cold. My feet aren't going to get cold. So I use those with the hard sole, and once I have this and this on, I can sit very comfortably. Now if it gets even colder, of course we go up another layer. And I have a really oversized this is a man's lodge, and I've opted to go with something that is big, because with down, the same with the pants and everything, if it's bigger you're going to have better insulation, more air. If it's squished up, like when you bend your elbow right here, the down moves away a little bit. So it's not as insulated and your elbow might get cold, that little patch. But if it's big and loose, you're going to be warmer. I know some people think they like to wear their down clothing really tight, and I guess it depends on your conditions and a lot of things, your body type. But generally, if it's fluffed up and not squished flat, then the down is all nicely fluffed up and it's going to give you better insulation. Another reason I like going with something really large, no, I'm not making a fashion statement. I can just, you know, if I get a little too hot, which can happen even when you're sitting around and down, if you move around a little bit, you're going to get warmed up really fast. So I can just sit like that, or, you know, I don't have to be taking it on and off, that kind of thing, so much. So I can sit with it just over my shoulders and tuck in like this. I can still read, I can still type and do whatever. And then, of course, wearing a hat is another important thing. And if it gets, where is it, really, really, really cold, then you can go to the down hood. What I do for staying warm is I'll do the layering. I can move around, I can cook, I can sit comfortably and read and type with this selection of clothing on. But when my fingers start getting really, really cold, I'll go into a pair of mittens that have the little fingerless mittens. And then if my fingertips start getting cold to where I can't type or do anything anymore, that's when I'll pull out the propane heater, the little buddy heater, or turn my engine on. And so that's how I stay warm. Usually you have to do it for a little bit in the morning when you first get out of your sleeping bag, or you know, when the sun goes down at the end of the day, you sit around until bedtime. Those are usually when I need it. I'm rarely in temperatures that are below zero or below freezing during the daytime, and that's part of the reason I've been coming south, so that it might get cold at night, which actually is great for sleeping, but it usually warms up in the daytime. The sun comes out, it'll be in the 50s, 60s, 70s, you know, comfortable temperatures. But my van it's got tinted windows, so it can still be a little chilly in here. So I might just pull on my down booties, on my down pants. I usually find, you know, anything that is lower to the ground, it gets coldest. So that often just takes care of it. And I will put some links at in the introduction part of this video for you to look at, to give you an idea, you know, what kind of booties to buy if you decide to go this route. And this is just how I do it, and I learned all this from a friend, so I hope that this helps you stay a little bit warmer and give you some ideas. Down is expensive, yes it is. I've purchased mine over the years. These were actually a birthday gift. My down pants, I got them on sale. They were 50% off. I got a really good deal. This coat was a Christmas gift many, many years ago. And then, like, these little slippers, these little things, they keep showing up in thrift stores. I mean, yeah, they're old style and nobody wants them anymore. But they make a great liner inside your oversized booties. They fill it out nice and add another layer. And being a middle-aged woman, my toes get cold quickly. That's one of the things I suffer with most. Bye. Hope this helps. Try and stay warm out there.